Welcome to the WealthGenius podcast, brought to you by the Expand Wealth Real Estate Fund. Expand your wealth by investing in apartment buildings. Go to expandwealthfund.com to book your info session. The WealthGenius podcast, strategies for multifamily real estate investing, mindset, community, success. The WealthGenius podcast with your host, the godfather of real estate, Alfonso, who has expansive experience in business and massive success as a real estate investor. The WealthGenius podcast. Let's dive into today's episode.
Chris, good to have you here.
Nice to be here.
I got this little bug here, bzzz, and I actually wanted to share a story with you. So the year is 2012, and I get a call from one of my property managers, and she says that one of the tenants had come to her house and rolled up his sleeve, and he was just like chewed up. And she says, there's bed bugs. And I was like, what the hell is that? What do you mean a bed bug? Like, tell him to clean himself.
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, it's pretty serious, and I'm like, okay, well, he's got to have to clean that up, And so what he did was he grabbed all his, all the stuff on his bed, right? And the mattress, we put it outside, and he put a new mattress. And that was our solution, because obviously we don't know what's going on. But apparently, these little devils, okay, went through the walls and affected the neighbor's house, and now we got bed bugs all over the place, And in 2012, you got to have to Google this thing. It's like, it's new. It's like, what's going on? It's like COVID, It's like COVID. It's overtaking. We don't know what's going on. So we Google, and it's apparently like it was like a pandemic. It was like all over New York, and all hotels had been shut down because of bed bugs. And if you don't address it right away, what happens is they go into the walls, and they go into the electrical outlets, and then it overtakes the building, and then you got real problems. And so I'll never forget that my first experience with bed bugs, it was about $10,000 at the time, I think it gone to the floors, the units to the bottom. Like, we had 4 units in that one place, so it went to the left hand side and then went to the other 2 units on the bottom. Mm-hmm. And so I know, as a real estate investor, and now pain, right? I've had multiple experiences with these little buggers. Okay, these little guys here that you so nicely illustrated here.
Yeah,
but you're the bug guy.
They don't look as cute and normal.
You're the bug guy, and I thought, what would be really interesting, as this is a real estate podcast, and we got thousands of people that listen to us. You being the bug guy, what are the solutions? And first of all, who in the world gets into this business, and why did you get into this business?
Well, my story is pretty much similar to yours, right? Because I joined Rain in 2011, and I bought a condo and a house. The difference is I did not control the whole apartment building. I just control one unit. And the old building lost $50,000 in the reserve fund in 2 years of every 3 months treatment. And I had the same reaction as you. I was not living in Edmonton at that time. I was just investing here, and I was working in Victoria. And when my tenant called me, I was like, what's a bed bug? I didn't know. I thought it was a myth or something.
Like, what year was this about?
2012, same year.
Yeah. So we all got hit with this.
All in the same time, right? Yeah. And pretty much, like, the building had to be sold. I was the only one doing good with, I was paying $345 mortgage for a unit I was renting $2,000. Yeah. Just to give you an idea, right? So I was doing great. But the building had to be sold, no more money. So pretty much it was either I learned how to get rid of that problem, or I cannot do more investment, because that's 2 months down. It's not like if I had done many before. My first rental had that issue. So for me, it was essential to solve that and control that expense. And at that time, there were wanting to charge something like $1,800 for one treatment.
Yeah, it was
in
crazy.
the unit. I was
It
like,
was
can't
wild.
cash flow with that.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why I started the business, the pest control business in 2013.
You took action right away.
Yeah, but to resolve that, so pretty much I had to take a pause on the real estate investment to focus on one thing at a time, which was the pest business. And now that I'm controlling it well, and I know how things goes now, I can get back right to real estate, but with like the advantage of seeing what is the opportunity, right? And that's the things is over the last 10 years, we saw many clients that have building at 50% empty and rents that are very low.
Yeah.
So that, and really often they were asking me, will you like to buy the building? They were not yet advertising. They were like just stuck in a cycle.
Take it off my hands.
And the problem with pest control is the company only control 25% of the result, because if your tenant don't prepare, the pest control company cannot evict them. Well, you can make the recommendation, they're not prepared, but ultimately that's in the hands of the manager, right? And like when we talk about problem like cockroach, there's also structure integrity, like mice, cockroaches. You need to fix some part of your structures, which is also something the pest control company do not control.
With the cockroach, my understanding, so we've had a couple of issues with cockroaches as well, and a cockroach can be signs of someone not cleaning, leaving food out, that kind of thing, right? And there's a nest, there's a primary nest where they're all at, and we've done a couple of bombs. And it's like atomic bombs. You drop it where the nest is, and then all the cockroaches come out, and they die. And you have to do it a few times, and so throughout the hallway, you'll see dead cockroaches everywhere. And eventually, you got to maintain and clean, and I can recognize that smell. So when I'm walking buildings that I'm going to buy, there's a smell that I know they've had treatments. I know they had issues with cockroaches before. The thing about bed bugs, unlike the cockroach situation, is that the people can be the cleanest people in the world. I mean, they can be they sanitize everything. And because you can go to a hotel, and sleep on a bed, or you could go, you can sit on a chair that's fabric. All of a sudden, you take one of these buggers and they come home with you. All of a sudden, slowly you have a problem. So what is it about these guys? Like what's going on with these guys? Like why do they want to make our lives hell?
Well, it's mainly like pretty much they've been with human all along as the human was in the cave.
So this is not new.
But no, there's actually bat bugs. That comes with bat that go in the attic.
Bat bugs, not bed bugs.
Imagine bed bugs, but with hair.
Oh,
like even ugliest, right? So my point is they can feed on any mammal, right? Like mice or anything that does not have too much hair, so they can pierce and suck blood from, right? But pretty much like it's like there's different type of mites that exist on different type of species. Pigeon mite have like pigeon mites, and it's like for us the main mites that feeds on us is bed bugs.
Yeah. Right?
That can track. So that's it. They're specialized to feed on us pretty much. Right. So they will just follow. They will be smelling your CO2 and heat and detecting it the same way a shark can detect a drop of blood in the water. Yeah. So they will just be tracked toward that.
So you started this bed bug or pest control company back in 2013 when you were personally affected by these little buggers.
Yeah.
And what makes you different? What makes you? And I guess one thing is that makes you different is that you're also an investor. Yeah. So you understand the pain and the cost. It's not the cost is not just the cost of I have to pay this pest control company to help me with the pest, but tenants, good quality tenants may leave. Units can be vacant. I mean, you have 25% vacancy in a building. That could be devastating to that building. And so what differentiates you and your company than other pest control companies?
Yeah. Because, well, that's it. So when I started it, I wanted, the main problems was the tenant were not preparing, and the bugs could be pretty much in anything. And there's a lot of restriction with chemical spray. You cannot spray personal belongings. You cannot spray beddings. And so I wanted a solution that we can treat as it is, and that is simple. And we designed a solution where we can pretty much fumigate the whole building by elevating temperature to 50 to 60 degrees Celsius. And it's very effective in case of high infestation and even high clutter. So it allows us to treat an apartment or even up to a building of 16 units at the same time in a period of 12 hours without people preparing too much.
So basically, you just spray over the stuff, because I know that
it's not a spray like we do spray, but we have a technique that allows to elevate the temperature. So it's like we're transforming the whole building into a dryer at 60 degrees Celsius, and that will kill as well the eggs. So only
that's so important, because you could do what you could do. I remember that we had to do multiple treatments because they kept coming back.
Well, because it doesn't kill the eggs. And, well, at that time in 2012, there were no chemical that were designed to kill the eggs. Now there are some, but there's a lot of resistance as well to chemical, because the one that survive pass the genetic of resistance to other bugs, so they have more chance to have resistance. And there's only, even if you change chemical spray, they all attack the organism the same way. So even there's things, if they have an immunity, they will be immune to all of them. So that's why technique like heat or introducing different control mechanism became important. And when we started, we still have clients that have their own pest control team, but they call us as a specialty team for bed bugs, because they know that when they have high infestation and problematic tenant, we are able to get rid of the problem while the chemical will fail. But we do everything. We do the chemical. Actually, if we treat with chemical, we'll use 2 different chemicals at the same time, so that we can have the bugs come out of the hideaway and have better success. But we always limited with the resident, right? If the resident don't decontaminate their personal item and leave, or they have friends or family that have also the problems, they will just bring it back. So sometime, even if I was to, let's say, acquire a building and treat it, what I tell the owners, the difference is, if you really want the result in some case, you need to evict some tenant, because it doesn't matter if you kill everything and you have 100% treatment successful, you know that it may be in a month or 2 months, their network will bring them back. Bedbugs is like COVID-19, except that people don't talk about it. It's more like a STD. Right? Yeah. Nobody want to brag about, hey, I have bedbugs. So when they have it, they just continue to spread. Right.
Yeah, they don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And they pass it on to other people. And then when you get, you get the cure, but then they come back with the people that were at your house before probably went and brought it to their house, and now it's living and infesting in their house, and then they come back and visit you. You've done the treatment, and then they bring back the
You just need to reintroduce one female. She will pound 5 eggs a day. The eggs will hatch in 7 days.
Yeah.
So that means that one female will produce 35 new bed bugs in a week.
Wow.
It takes 5 weeks to be adult. So if you do math, like 175 new bed bugs in 5 weeks, if half of that are female, you got like 70, 80 new females in 5 weeks ready to supply that. So it can go fast.
I was calling you the bug guy. I think I'm going to call you the bug king.
The bug king, yeah.
Let me show me the little guy.
I rename it for the bug expert investor.
The bug expert investor.
Yeah.
Show me the little guy here.
This little guy, yeah. There you go. And you can squish it.
So for the people that are not people that are not watching. So obviously we have the YouTube, the visual, and then we have the audio. So some people are just listening to this. In my hand, I got this little squishy little bug here, and it's got please don't. What does that mean?
That means he doesn't want you to call because he's got his instinct of self-preservation.
Okay. Yeah. So call 888 SOS BUGS. Okay, I love it.
Yeah.
I love the branding here, Chris. And where else do you service? Are you just in the primary in the Edmonton area, or
currently? So the story is, initially I started a business. It was named We Clean Bed Bugs. That was the legal name in 2013. Then we start using We Clean Pest-Control as business operation. Mm-hmm. But this 888 SOS Bugs, the difference is this is the only pest control business that ask to have the full control to do a treatment. Because this company will either purchase property that are not performing properly and pretty much acquire property underperforming and then solve the problem.
Or partner with someone that has an underperformed property because of this reason.
Yes, but the secret is the reason why we're able to achieve the results of the extermination when we acquire properties, because we are able to either evict or fix the structural problems. And pest control company do not have that generally. So this specific company, if someone contact them, will ask that power. So it's not for everybody. It's not a company that's designed, you just call and you say, I want you to do it like this. It's going to be, wait a sec, first we need to analyze. We'll have to give you a recommendation. But those recommendations, they have to be done to be enforced. Else, if they just want to have a regular service the way they want, well, then we'll refer the sister company, which is We Clean Pest Control.
Oh, okay. Right? So you have two companies.
That's it. This is two separate corporations, and they operate differently.
So you're a real estate investor. You're almost like you're rescuing people that have this issue.
So that's it. The SOS. The difference is the 888 SOS Bugs. This is the last. It's like when you try everything and it fails. Then you call us. Mm-hmm. But the solution will have to be we have to step it with more control. So initially we'll do a walkthrough in the building and we'll tell you, well, you see, by experience, if I was to acquire this building and trade it for me, those units, they won't. That's not going to work. Sometimes there's no other solution. Some people needs to be removed from the equation. And then you can apply a full building treatment. But in practice, any building that we do, if a building was vacant with pests, we could solve the problem in a day, 1 day. And people will be struggling with years because the people in their building will bring either the problem, or either in case of roaches, they will have like the pipes that goes to the sewer will allow the roach to be able to get back in. Yeah. Right. So we have a technique to prevent this to happen, but then we cannot just give the recommendation and nothing happen, because generally that's what we do as well. We clean. We'll have recommendation. Oh, look, you need to seal this. You need to do this. But in practice, they will not apply that. So we just want to set up the expectation that if you call 888 SOS Bugs, is because you are willing to give us the power to deal with this building like if it was our own. And if you want, we can even purchase it out from you. If you're like, well, I'm done with this, can you give me a deal, an exit solution? We come in as an exit solution. So that's why I separate it.
So that means that where can you work? Where do you operate?
Currently, we can service in Alberta, but the trademark for 888 SOS Bugs is already registered in the U.S., and it's in the process for Canada. In the U.S., it's been already there for 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's coming, right?
The Bug King. The Bug King is here with us live.
Always looking for investors.
Yes. One question, Chris. Yeah. Preventative. Can you prevent this? Is there things that as a real estate investor you could do to avoid this issue what should you do first? Like, what are some of the
So
things
like
that you would suggest?
the structure integrity is really important. Like when we talk about problem of roaches, because they can really harbor in the sewers, right, and travel into some area. So even if you have like the best tenant are conscientious, like there's still a chance that they can come back in the building. So there's some structure integrity still we can do. For the case of bed bugs, it's really you want to have tenants that's not going to buy second-hand furniture and are more conscient about that. So generally, that's the main prevention. Once the people are there, like, look, we Clean Pest is teaching the people how to do things. They give them eco-friendly technique. But it's not going to work in the end because it depends too much on the action of, you cannot hope that your tenant will just treat the place even if you give them technique. You need to have more control, right? So we try it all, right? In the last 10 years, we try to control as much as we can with the few we have by teaching the tenants or having decontamination rooms. So when people were returning back from their treatment, they were pretty much entering a room where they were changing and making sure everything was there, but they still had like people in their network, and we knew because they were posting picture on their social network and they were lying to us that nobody else had bed bugs in the network, and then for some reason they posted some picture in the treatment showing that it was not true. And when we revisited the same room, which had nothing at the end of the treatment, his room had already maybe 30 live bed bugs after 4 days of treatment. And I was like, wow, we did everything here. What else can we do? So there's a limitation, right? And this is what I'm saying. Sometimes eviction, like the people in the unit, in the building, they will be part of the problem. So there's no other choice, right? You need to address the issue at that point. Right?
What gets you so excited about this stuff? Because like you've created a whole business around it. Like why are you passionate about this? What makes you passionate?
Well, because I know what the pain is to feel helpless, right? Like the way I was feeling when my unit was having this is there's nothing I could control, and I had all the problem I was renting furnished rental at that time in the unit, right? So I had people trashing my place for $15,000 of damage. Some people wanted to sue me for medical problem. I was not even the one deciding the treatment. So I had all the pain. I know what it is, and you want something that is simple and that works. And I have the solution, but this is not as easy as just doing a treatment, sadly, right? Yeah.
The bug expert investor, Chris, I love it. So how are people going to get in contact with you?
Well, but here you go. The number itself, 888 SOS BUGS is the number that goes
888 SOSBugs.com.
Yeah, but that's the number as well, right? So if compose this number, it's gonna go to me.
Yeah, good.
And that's the easiest way.
Rescue.
Yeah, I want to be part of the process, right? So pretty much, people call this business, I'll be the one that is gonna go personally assess what's the issue. We're talking about those are specialty case where we take unique type of client, and for those situations, I'm willing to travel a bit further, right? Because when it gets to this, it's a bad issues, right? It's generally someone will have a 16 unit, 24 units, and he doesn't want to lose it. So
I know firsthand. We've had this issue in the past, and thank God there's people like you, because in 2012 that didn't exist, and it costs a lot of money, a lot of pain, a lot of anguish. But I'm glad you have this. Thank you for coming and sharing with us, Chris. We're gonna put all your information in the show notes, and so they'll know how to get a hold of you. 888 SOS Bugs, and that's a pretty. How did you come up with the name?
I was just looking for something that can be easily remember.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's a pretty easy name and phone number to remember.
Now you got this cute little guy here. Does he?
Yeah, so the idea, the bugs has to look so that it makes a kid of 4 years old laugh. So when I look at it, I laugh myself. So I guess that's...
Yeah, but it's not a laughing matter. It's not a laughing matter.
No, that's it. It's just so that people keep it and don't throw it away right away.
I love it. I love it. So, look, we want to leave people with something inspirational here. What's a quote? What's a mantra? Something that you live by?
Well, we always say like it's the clients before profit, right? That's the mantra we have with We Clean Bed Bugs, We Clean Pest. We think as if we're an investor for investor, right? So when we handle a building, we handle it like if it was our own.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. And that's the show. Alfonso loves you, and we'll see you at the top. Woo!
The WealthGenius Expand Investor Conference is coming to the Lux Convention Center in Mississauga this October 31st through November 2nd, 2025, with over 50 speakers, 100 vendors, and over 1,000 in attendance. This is the premier real estate investor conference that you do not want to miss. Hosted by the godfather of real estate, Alfonso Quadra, Expand Investor Conference, October 31st through November 2nd, 2025. Get your tickets at eventbrite.ca, and we'll see you at the top.